The reason I love peptides, number one, they really help the body repair itself. So you're not needing a bunch of outside pharmaceuticals. These are natural amino acids. They help the body repair itself. Recovery is probably the biggest thing I've noticed, especially in the gym.
A lot of GI doctors will use it.
Yeah. It's great for gut health.
Gut health. Doing research into it, there's a lot of good benefits to it. You make it, and we're just giving you a little bit more of it. Peptides have been around a long time, and now they're becoming a little more popular in a lot of the regenerative medicine. And I think they play a big role in regenerative health too. Welcome to Look Good, Feel Good with Matt and Amy McKinley, the podcast where we bring you expert advice and honest, real talk on health, wellness, and feeling your absolute best. From hormone optimization to aesthetics and everything in between, we're here to help you live your best life. Let's dive in. Welcome back to Look Good, Feel Good with Matt and Amy. I'm Amy.
Howdy, and I'm Matt.
Today, we are going to talk about peptides, kind of what they are and why we use them in our clinic. So we're going to kind of dive deep into that today. And today we're diving into, you may have kind of heard the word floating around, peptides. I think it's used a lot kind of as people don't know what it is. It's like, I take a peptide.
Yeah, people come in all the time and say, hey, tell me about these peptides.
Yeah, so we're going to break it down to kind of in simple terms what peptides are, is why we use them, and how they're helping our patients recover faster. We people sleep better. We burn fat. We feel younger on them. And so we're going to kind of go into what they are, which ones we use in our clinic, which ones we recommend, kind of go into detail of that. So what are peptides?
A little preface. Peptides are short-chain amino acids, and they're put together in certain sequences or orders to get you the desired result. So peptides have been around for as long as I can remember, and they're super effective, but they just haven't really come out. And of course, the FDA likes them, then they don't, and they'll ban one, and then it's back. It's kind of ridiculous. They have very short half-lives, which means if you stop taking it, it's going to get out of your system pretty quickly. They're very, in my opinion, very powerful, but also super safe.
Yeah.
They can do things such as help you build lean muscle mass, regulate metabolism or speed up metabolism. They can help you burn fat. They can help you with mental cognition or feeling better mentally. They can help with your
sleep.
Sleep, immune function.
I think the hormone, like growth hormone, naturally, we'll talk about that one too here in a second.
Yeah, that's a great one.
They're not hormones, but they work with your body to optimize, natural healing. Kind of what it is. So we use peptides in our clinic to support everything from weight loss and metabolism to injury recovery, sexual wellness, and aging, and so why do we love peptides? And I think they fill the gap. They fill the gap between lifestyle and medication is what they do.
Yeah, there's a big gap there. And oftentimes these peptides are the answer to a lot of questions or frustrations that people have. And we don't just use, I want to clear this up right away. You can go and buy them online. I don't care who you are. You can go and get them online from perhaps an unreputable source.
I know, I've seen them you can get them online. You can go Google how to order peptides and get them, and you don't know where they're coming from. They say, I've ordered them off there, and they say not for human consumption or not for human, just for animal research. And you're like, am I really getting what it's supposed to be? That's what you're kind of talking about, is you can go online and get any kind you want. But what do we do, Matt?
So we work with a compound pharmacy. It's actually locally out of Twin Falls, Idaho. I had the opportunity to meet this gentleman probably about a year ago, but he's phenomenal. He's a board-certified pharmacist who did a fellowship training at Yale in peptides. So this is like the perfect guy.
Yeah.
So him and I have worked together on these formulations. And, let me not tell you this is my brainchild, but we've really got this dialed down to peptides that are affordable, but the quality is going to be the best you're going to find.
Yeah.
It's the best quality, and we know where it's coming from. And they work.
Yeah. So the peptides that we use most commonly in our practice, there's about 6 of them that we use. And we'll kind of go through the 6 that we use. And I'll let Matt kind of speak about some, and then I'll speak about a few because he's used a few personally. I've used a few personally, and we can kind of give you our feedback. And some of our patients we have a lot of patients on these peptides, but I guess, I don't know, number one and number two would be, we call it, it's kind of funny, the Wolverine peptide. It has BPC 157 in it. We'll kind of talk a little bit about what BPC 157 is. TB 500.
2 other peptides mixed in. It's actually 4 peptides in this blend. It became very popular in Hollywood. Actors that were trying to get kind of ripped or in great shape for certain roles. So it's amazing for optimizing injury and recovery, increasing lean muscle mass while decreasing body fat. And I had a local trainer that has had hip issues for 10 plus years, tears to his labrums in his hips. So basically, just in simple terms, he had constant hip pain because his ball and socket weren't working well together. Right. So he went on Wolverine. He called me in a week and he goes, "Brother, I cannot tell you how good I feel. I have not felt better than this in 10 years.
Yeah.
He was doing some pretty insane things with lifting weights, sprinting, and other things. So that was a testament to Wolverine right away.
Yeah. So Wolverine is kind of one of our number one peptides. Also, CJC with epimorelin. Tell us a little bit about CJC epimorelin.
Yeah, this, for me personally, this is one I've taken for a couple of years. You take them in cycles, but the CJC 1295 / ipamorelin, they're 2 peptides blended together that help produce more HGH, or human growth hormone. So human growth hormone is pretty much good for about anything in life. When we're born, we have a lot of it. As we age, it declines, kind of like hormones. Although, again, this is not a hormone, but it helps us produce more natural HGH. It doesn't shut off your ability to make it. It just enhances it.
Yeah.
And you can actually see it on a blood test if you want. But this one is phenomenal for recovery. For example, if you're someone that likes to work out, and I've had people both in the gym love it and also distance runners that do like marathons and the ultimate marathons. I had a guy...
Ultra marathons, yeah.
Yeah, I had a guy go on it like about a month prior to his ultra marathon, and he was dumbfounded about how much better his recovery was. It was pretty cool.
I have a funny story too, kind of a little bit about buying stuff offline and using more reputable sources. So we had some of the offline stuff that we had actually purchased.
Oh, yeah.
And it was the CJC. And our son, we were like, hey, you should take some of this stuff. This helps with growth hormone. So our son, he took some, it was in the evening because you're supposed to take it at night. It's supposed to make your growth hormone. Anyways, he takes an injection of it and gets a pretty significant reaction, meaning he had a very big flush. I mean, his whole face went red, he was flushing everywhere. And he was like, I think I have an allergic reaction. And, it's subsided. But however, Matt thought he was just kind of being a wimp. And so Matt actually took some himself and he was like, whoa, yeah, that was quite a flush. I don't know if there was more niacin in it or what was in it, but that's coming from a source that we didn't know, probably from China ingredients, I'm sure. And so taking the other source, it wasn't.
Yeah, know what you're getting. That's the key.
I just kind of laughed. I'm like,
So, Amy, tell us about one of your favorite ones, Glow, the Glow peptide.
I like Glow. Glow is a great one. It has copper peptide in it. It has BPC 157, which is a healing property, and also has TB 500 in it. I take it 5 days on, 2 days off, about 20 units is what I do. And I just feel like my skin feels better. I don't have as many breakouts. I just feel so good on it. More energy and just more, my skin just repairs quicker. I just think it's a good one. And if you look into some of these peptides, the ingredients in it, how they work, it's a wonderful peptide and there's only good that comes out of it.
Yeah, I've never taken that. That's kind of Amy's deal because of the skin, but it's hot. I mean, people are loving this.
You notice a big difference in their skin quality, and over time, it really does work.
And you may have noticed this theme that a lot of these peptides they're not just one peptide, there's mixtures.
Combination
of different amino acids mixed together to get the effect. Another one that's very good, and we've actually talked about in the past, is NAD+. So this is really good for boosting brain clarity. It supports detox and mitochondrial function. So it's great for people that are feeling kind of this brain burnout or just like, man, brain fog. I don't feel like I'm as clear as I used to be. I've taken that one as well. Actually, I've pretty much taken most of these except for Glow.
I've taken NAD. Actually like it. I think it helps with energy, clarity. I know it comes in all different kinds of people. I've had people ask me about NAD patches or NAD nasal spray. It comes in a lot of different ways. And the way we supply it is the injections. But there are other ways to do it. So I'm not saying it's a bad way to do it. It's just that's the way we supply it. So
awesome. So that's a breakdown of 4 of them we most commonly use. Now, they've been around, like I said, for a long time. We didn't start really advertising peptides until probably February or March, just because, we wanted to make sure everything worked. We're very conscious about safety. We're very conscious about trying things ourselves first. And then when we feel confident, we'll let the public know. The reason I love peptides, number one, they really help the body repair itself. So you're not needing a bunch of outside pharmaceuticals. These are natural amino acids. They help the body repair itself. Recovery is probably the biggest thing I've noticed, especially in the gym. I remember I had this intense chest workout, and the next day I'm like, man, I'm going to be sore. This is right after I started CJC 1295 ipamorelin. And the next day I'm like, wow, why is my chest not sore? This should hurt like crazy. And I was like, oh, it's the peptide. That's what's working. So,
and I also have noticed that too with even BPC 157. I mean, it's a repair thing. And a lot of GI doctors will use it.
Yeah. It's great for gut health.
Gut health. Doing research into it, there's a lot of good benefits to it. And the biggest, I guess, it's a peptide is our GLP-1s. I mean, we talk about tirzepatide. And
that's a peptide. If people don't know,
it's a peptide.
That is a peptide.
You make it, and we're just giving you a little bit more of it. It helps to slow down the emptying of the stomach. It also helps to kind of decrease that food noise. So peptides have been around a long time, and now they're becoming a little more popular in a lot of the regenerative medicine. And I think they play a big role in regenerative health too.
Absolutely. And another reason I love peptides is they really support what we're doing with our Feel Good program or hormone optimization. So these peptides really help enhance what we all want. They've been great with that, and seeing results in real people, not just reading stuff online.
Yeah.
That's what we love.
I think it's helping people optimize, without over medicating. I think that's where peptides plays a role. And so if you've been curious about peptides and wondering if they're right for you, come talk to us. We'd be interested to talk to you about it and, help you figure out which ones match your goals. And, whether it's fat loss, better sleep, faster recovery, or just more energy or clarity, we have the peptide for you.
They're not magic shots. They're not magic pills. What they really do is just enhance the good things that we want.
Yeah. And
make us feel good.
And I think it's knowing the product is safe that we're giving you. It's not for animal research. It's not for human consumption. Our products do work. They're pure. They're designed for you. And, no shady websites, no guessing. So anyway, That's kind of where our peptides lie. So if you have any questions or any comments that you'd like to leave us, please drop them in our comments and we'd be happy to discuss it with you, or just give us a call. Or anyway, thanks for listening today at our podcast on Good Feel Good with Matt and Amy. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Have a bitchin' week.